Hello and welcome again to Chris's Caribbean Delights. And today I'm coming with a quick bread mixture. We'll make some dinner rolls, or you can do loaves, but it's just a simple mixture for homemade bread that we're going to put together right now. And here are the ingredients. I have 5 cups of flour in there, and I have 1 extra cup just in case I need it. I have some salt, which is like two teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, two and a half teaspoons of yeast. I'm using some evaporated milk. I don't have whole milk, but I'm using 1 3/4 cups of evaporated milk, and I have melted butter here. 6 tablespoons of melted butter. So the first step is to heat your milk. I have to heat the milk. I melted the butter already. I have to heat the milk to at least 110 degrees. I'll do that in the microwave, and then I'll add that to the flour and the other ingredients, and we'll go to the next step. So let's heat our milk in the microwave. So now that my milk is heated, I'll just add the other ingredients to it. Sugar, the butter, the yeast, and the flour. So I'm adding 5 cups of flour, and I have a 1/6 cup that's standing by just in case I need it, which I don't think I would. So we're going to start on slow. Always start on slow when you're going to be doing mixtures like these with a lot of liquid and flour and stuff. Start on slow, and we're going to mix that for 2 minutes until it starts to come together, and then we're going to raise the speed, lift the speed to make it faster, so that because it's going to get thicker, and you'll need more power, so you'll give it some more power once it comes together. And I'll be back. So after about 5 minutes, I'm still soft and kind of tacky, sticky. So I'm going to just let it go and get that stretch and get that good kneading from the dough hook. And it's going to eventually start leaving the sides. And then I will add a 1/2 cup more of flour. That's going to really take it away. So let's let it work for a little more, and we'll be back when we're adding our 1/2 cup of extra flour. And now I think we're ready for the other 1/2 cup of flour. That's going to bring this mixture to a nice consistency here. Let's see, let's turn it off, as a matter of fact, and just add that 1/2 cup. Because what we have now is a very sticky dough. So if you can see that, all right, sticking to my fingers. I added the 1/2 cup of extra flour. Remember, I started with 5, so this is now 5 1/2. scrape down all the dry flour from the sides. Make sure your sides are nice and clean. So we're going to let that go for a little bit. Let that dough hook work, do its work, and we'll be back. So I sped it up quite a bit and let it get that stretch and that knead. So I added the other half, almost a 3/4 cup of I had 5 in there. Started with 5, then I added a half, and then I added a quarter more. So it's like 5 3/4. But you look at your texture, and you don't want it to be too sticky. It must be a little stiff. So it's going to be kneading now. It's been kneading now for about a minute or so, and that at this speed. So I'm just going to turn this off, clean it down, and then we'll turn it onto a floured surface, and we'll get it into a nice dough ball and put it to rest for 90 minutes. Okay guys, I've turned out onto a floured surface here, and I'm going to just knead for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It doesn't need very much because it was in the mixer. The mixer did most of the work. So I'm just gonna get it together here, and then we'll put it in our bowl. Put it in a bowl so that it can rest. Has to rest for maybe about 90 minutes. So let's just keep it together. And I greased the bowl so it will rise smoothly. So here we'll just cover this with some plastic wrap and see you in 90 minutes. So guys, after 90 minutes, my dough has doubled in size. Now I'll just punch it down. Clean hands. Punch it down, get all that air out of there. Turn it out again onto a floured surface. And we're going to form our dinner rolls. See how many dinner rolls. Oh, we have a flour mess here. Anyway, let's see here. Let's try to cut these. This is going to give us quite a bit of dinner rolls. And dinner rolls are usually really small, so I'll make them a little larger than usual. Okay, so they all look equal, so we have like 2, 5, 5 and 6, 11. 11 into this 15, 17, 18. Okay, so we're going to just get some flour here. You form that ball in the middle of your hand, and you just pick it up and push it into the middle. Pick it up. Make sure your hands are floured. You pick it up and push it into the middle to make that lovely ball like this. So and in my pan that I sprayed with some cooking spray, we're going to form our balls and put them in the pan, and we'll continue the rest. So here we go. Once you get that going, floured hands all the time, or else it's going to stick. The dough is going to stick to you. Should be able to get like okay, so we'll continue that process until I'm all done with the dough. And prepare your oven at 350, and we'll bake these for about 40 to 45 minutes. Now that I've finished all my balls and my dinner rolls, I've done my rolls, and I let them raise and double in size. That'll take maybe about 30 minutes or so before we put them in the oven. So right now I'll just start to preheat my oven, and by the time it's doubled in size and rise to a nice size or height, we'll put them in the oven. So we'll be back. Dinner rolls, simple dinner rolls. And here we go, guys, my finished dinner rolls. Very simple recipe, and it was baked at 350 for, I would say, maybe 35 to 40 minutes. 35 minutes to 40 minutes. You just have to look and see when the top starts to get brown. It's good. So it took about 35 to 40 minutes. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll try this and enjoy.